Welcome everyone to Nintendo Ninja Gaming. I'm just trying to make sure I don't hit the cat while moving in my seat. But yes, we're here back again for the Saturday night stream, and we're doing an indie game, which is another one we tried once before and it wasn't very successful. So we thought we'll try it again and see how that goes. This looks like a pretty interesting game. Children of Morta. So we thought that we would play it and see how it goes. And hang on, I should put on the good glasses. I've actually made a space for it on the desk. Oh, that's nice and clear. So we shall see how it goes with this game, and fingers crossed that people enjoy it. So I'm just going to do a couple old shares. Hang on. There's always a little bit of a delay, isn't there? So, alright. Copy and paste a couple things here. Alright. So yes, we've got one person or no one on. Alright. I guess we better get into it and see how this game goes, everyone. Alright. Just boot up the game. Oh, it's definitely warm. I've got the fan on in the background. So hopefully that will be helpful. Hang on. It's gone dead. Hang on, folks. There we go. That's a little better, isn't it? The loading is a little slow. That's alright. Did the job.
Margaret awoke, startled, a cold sweat clinging to her. She gathered her thoughts. Aged wood creaked, echoing through the quiet rooms. Near the house stood a shrine to Rhea Dana, goddess and daughter of the land, of Rhea and a being of comfort. Margaret sought answers. But the goddess did not speak. There was only the faint whisper of something dark, something hungry. The old seer's bones felt the weight of their age as she climbed. The only thought on her mind, has it begun again?
Interesting so far.
John's mission would be a simple one.
Graphics is interesting.
He was to investigate Rhea's greatest shrine.
I don't mind it, but the characters look a little bit washed
His
out.
mother presented him with a fresh divinity shard. From his brother came a newly sharpened sword. His wife gave him a kiss, and his daughter's hugs were full of reason to return home safe.
Oh, got a loading screen. Oh, I've got some play action now. I forgot I actually had to play this game at some point. I was interested in the cutscenes. Alright.
Rhea, a land long forgotten, a place of unimaginable beauty.
Not too sure what that means.
It first appeared as sludge given life, slithering creatures, small and vile. Oh, there's some big enemies. Okay, you can't evade them all the time. Oh, the health is staying up. Something really high, isn't it? I think that's a health thing. It's not really a checkpoint. Can you save it? Nope. Options, no. Control layout. You can do Muppet, but not Muppet mapping. Button mapping. A wall, impeding further progress. A battle was certain.
So it's not a bad shield. Oh. Not too sure what these mean. I don't know.
Banished by light itself, the corruption abated, leaving the shard cold in hand, dark, in need of life.
Whoop. Requires a gemstone. Okay.
The shard grew warm,
So your
humming
gemstones are animals
softly
or people.
from the harnessed energy.
The buff. Okay.
Before him was now one more dangerous than those that came before.
Okay. Hang on, did they actually put the wrong button in? I'm just going to check that up close. Right. They meant minus, but that wasn't. Okay. Oh, I don't have a choice. Looks like I'm upgrading it. There we go. So you got all these different skills. Okay, that's not too bad. And you got shield slams and things like that. Okay. Have the map, not yet available. Alright, there's a few interesting things there.
Goblins, a familiar threat, albeit farther out than usual.
Oh! Oh, I really lost a fair bit. Let's just check this thing down here.
Magnificent, but dangerous. A land of love found and of love lost.
This looks nice.
Before him was sacred ground, left untouched in days gone by.
Oh.
Remaining calm and collected, the shock of his heart-skipping beats was concealed in expert fashion. Before him stood Linda, his eldest daughter, with bow and quiver at the ready, determined to do her part.
All right. Oh, that's pretty cool. It's a shield and a weapon at the same time. That's pretty nice. Oh, it's getting gloomy.
Before the Guardians were not beasts feeding, but monsters consuming, destroying others. They corrupted and distorted, creating even more hungry husks.
Alright, let's go. Oh, we did it.
Both father and daughter gathered their thoughts, their hearts heavier than before. How would they explain what they had witnessed? The ancient tree had been cut down. Together, father and daughter described the horror, the creatures dripping with decay that slithered into bodies stuck between life and death to bolster their ranks. Grandma Margaret confirmed what they all feared. It was the corruption, a cruel entity spoken of only with hushed voices, an ocean of darkness that flowed from the top of Mount Morta. And the Bergsons' duty was to stand against this devouring deluge of death. Kevin was also eager to do his part in the family's fight, especially when his older brother Mark was off somewhere. He was as much a guardian of their mountain home as any of them. She stood. If they were to reach the summit and destroy this evil, as the Bergsons of old had done in the past, they would need the assistance of the sanctuary.
Ooh, this looks pretty cool.
Given to the Bergsons by Rhea herself, the sanctuary was a gateway to the mysterious lands around the mountain. Margaret pointed to the huge crystal at the center of the den, revealing their next task: to activate it and open the way to the source of the corruption. And once Rhea's 3 spirits are gathered on the grounds, the only gate to the top of Mount Morta will open in this chamber. By himself, or with the assistance of those who loved him, John needed to gather the 3 spirits from their lands. Without them, he would not be able to stem the flow of the corruption.
All right. So you have all these different children that you can call upon, and that's what the skills will be. I don't know. Do you have to use up all the skills? Like, do you have to sort of... I don't know.
A celestial shard chipped directly from the ancient crystal in the sanctuary. It would be the Bergsons' lifeline, a tether to pull them back home before death's fateful whisper.
All right. Let's get to the adventure. Yes, very quiet stream. I don't think anyone has turned up. We've had a couple people pop in for a few seconds to have a look at it, but unfortunately, I don't think indie games are very popular. Thanks. Oh! Oh, ouch. Charms are magical objects found in the land of Morta. Each one has a special effect that can be activated. Oh, okay. Okay. Alright. I'm nearly dead. So how am I going to get the health back?
4 steps were to be taken in the correct order.
Oh, okay. I can't do that. Any health? No, just money. Oh. Oh, you need 4 skill points. Oh,
The Bergson began to slip away, wondering if this was death.
Run duration. Is there supposed to be an end to the mission or not? I don't know.
They gasped for air as the celestial shard brought them back, a sensation no hero could become accustomed to.
Hmm.
As she heard John and Linda describe their foray, thoughts rushed through Margaret's head. The corruption had amplified the creature's wickedness, and no longer were they part of the harmony of the Rhea. With the new threats looming, Margaret asked Ben to prepare his workshop. He would have to take charge of enhancing the warrior family's weapons and armor.
It's a pretty house.
Uncle Ben reached out to the familiar warmth of the forge. If they were to reach the top of Mount Morta,
There's a
their
lot of
equipment
upgrading
need
in this
to
game.
be of the highest quality.
Oh, fine. Don't have a choice, do we? Not enough money. How much coins was I getting in that level? Because I was getting a lot of money in there. And by the look of it, there's nothing there.
When light faded from the sky and most were fast asleep, Mary would write about her family, immortalizing them for future generations.
Hello, how are you, cousin? I'm just watching a little indie game, or playing an indie game, The Children of Morta. It's an interesting game so far. What's library? Okay. We'll try the girl. We'll see how that goes. I've had an okay day, yeah. Just mucking around and playing this game for tonight. A good little indie game by the look of it. Alright, what's this? Oops. Oh no. She's kind of useless, isn't she? She's nearly dead already. Can I go back home? No, I'm dead. Wow, she did not cope with that. And being a bow and arrow player, she doesn't really have any abilities unlocked. So I'm just wondering what. Oh well, cousin didn't stay for long. Alright. I'm collecting coins, but I'm not collecting... Yep, she died. That was not great, that run. I mean, she killed quite a few enemies, but the money gathered was nothing. Like, it's... Yeah. It's almost like Sparklight, the other indie game that we played, if you get
Kevin's
what I mean.
need
Like,
to help
just,
all began when his elder brother Mark left the house. His brother was strong, making any near him feel safe. But he left Kevin. Though Uncle Ben knew what his nephew needed, a focal point for his aspirations. Uncle Ben pondered over a map he received from a refugee. The Silk Caverns were a twisted maze of dead ends and venomous nests. But somewhere along the right path, a Neadia, spirit of the Caldipo Caves, rested.
So we have a map. Well, we'll try it again. And the coins are like 3 or 4 each, so it's not like it's like 10 or 20. So it looks like we're just going down and getting as much gold as we can to upgrade the armor. So it's almost like Sparklight, which is a little annoying. really give me any health at all, didn't it? Another 4.
Steps were taken without regret, for it was never possible to change a destiny unknown.
Oops. Well, I stepped on something, it didn't work, and now it won't change. Oh. It's a bit weird, isn't it? Uh-oh. Wow, we nearly did already. That's shocking. Damn it! Seriously. So how do we go? Nearly 4 minutes, 55 creatures. Money gathered, 11. That can't be right. 79, that's better. Points healed, 31. We weren't really able to get anything. So I don't know what's going on here.
A set of daggers made just for him. They would be his guide to finding himself, his focal point. The boy tested them. They felt good. Not too heavy, not too light. Like an extension of himself. Uncle Ben suggested a few practice swings outside. The daggers sliced the air, guided with an easy grace. His nephew was clearly a natural with the blades and would be ready to join his father and sister in no time. But the boy's mother had words on that subject. 2 of her children were already risking their lives, and she would not have her precious little boy out there as well. Regretfully, he took the daggers away. Who was he to argue with a mother when it involved her child?
Oh dear. Sad.
Handing over the daggers was like abandoning a part of himself. He was meant for them, meant to be out there fighting for what was right. He just needed to convince them.
Alright.
She knew where it was coming from. Her ancestors had spoken of such corruption flooding down the mountain. But Grandma Margaret wanted to know what it was and what needed to be done to destroy it. A mother away from her child would cause worry even in the best of times. This was far from the best of times. It had been more than a year since Mark, Mary's eldest son, had gone to live in the monastery deep in the forest. The same forest was now the source of such worrying news.
I do like the storyline. It is interesting how they sort of open it up over time. They don't try and hit you all at once. Well, that's the only character that's got half a chance. So, which is a little disappointing. What was that? Oh, ouch. Well, I still lost a lot of health out of that. Fucking died. Did I? No, I got a skill point. Hooray. Plus you gotta go up levels. Oh, I still alive. Requires a gemstone. Fortunately. I think I'm getting through it a little easier, but I'm definitely not. Definitely using the power-ups more, but I don't think that they're doing a lot at this stage of the game. So, it's a little bit... Scary, horrible things are here. I can't even heal up. I can't do really anything. Oh, that did the job. So I'm definitely using that power because the storm sort of power does a decent job at the moment. You can use the evade button, but it's a bit, you know. Alright. We're making some progress here. But we're working out this cave and oh no. But we're nearly dead. Oh, we got out of the room. How about that? So yes, anyone who wants to join up or subscribe. It's been a very quiet night tonight, unfortunately. I don't think anyone's interested in watching this, or everyone's gone out on a Saturday, isn't it? So. Well, not much here. You can't jump off, you can't. Alright. Oh! We're dead. Ah, that didn't last long, didn't it? Got into the next section of it, and we got killed. But we did get a few coins, I think. 95, yeah, 110. We stayed there twice as long. So I think we did a good job with that.
Worried for the missing boy, Ben thought that maybe he should have hidden the daggers better. Margaret, in her wisdom, knew that nothing would have remained hidden from Kevin forever. Now, she only encouraged her son and his daughter to hurry and find him.
Alright. So the all 100, all these are locked. 200. Oh, Jesus. Oh, it's a small increase, isn't it? But it's not that much better. We can't even use the R button. It's not working. I don't know what's going on there. Who knows? Hello, Dale. Someone's on. Oh my god. This has been the quietest stream ever. No one's bothered to turn up, which was interesting. We were thinking because it was a Saturday or something like that. But I think generally people are not into indie games. Yeah, he's the only guy that's able to do this. So yes, it's been quite time, but good to see you coming and having a watch. This is Children of Morta. It's not a bad game. I'm starting to get into it. There's a good. You've probably missed out on a fair bit of storyline, as it's been saying in the cutscenes, but I guess you'll get the gist of it. What hook can you use with indies? I don't know. And that's an issue with Nintendo fans. Like some of them only play Nintendo games. Like they're not that keen on. Like if it's not Mario Kart or Pokemon or some first party, they don't really own that many indie games. Oh no. Did I lose any health? No, I haven't. I don't even know what that does. Oh, come on. That's some... Lost about a third of my health to do that. Yeah, Steam library. Well, that's the thing, you have a huge backlog, so you might play it for a little bit and then people... That's the same thing with my Switch collection. I'm trying to play other games more often, but you might play it for half an hour, or you never play it. You might just get it on special, and then you never bother to actually play it. Oh, come on. I think this game is not too bad. But the movement in the game is not that satisfying. It's whoa. But the hacky slashiness. I don't know. Oh, I've got some health. But yeah. I just feel like I'm just mucking around, just pressing the one button and hoping that I can get through. I can't even see it because of my fucking eyesight. Yeah, I mean, geez, some of the eShop specials, some of the cheap games that's going like for $2 each are pretty bad. Yeah, $2 games, which ain't that great. I don't know what those. Oh, I'm nearly dead. Yeah, I'm dead. Yeah, this is gonna be fun tonight. And that's a hard thing too, especially when you're playing indie games you don't know much about. Because I sort of took a punt on doing this on a Saturday night, which is a pretty big thing. I could have done Fortnite again, I could have done Splatoon or Smash Brothers or some popular game. But sometimes some indie games are really good, some of them, you know, you're not too sure what you're doing in it. Is it a roguelike, or what do you mean, roguelike?
Kevin returned from his saga with barely a scratch, yet he found no appreciation from his family, especially his father. Despite having Linda on his side,
You can
his
always go
father
half
was
and
still
half.
mad
Yeah,
at him
I mean,
for
you could do an
endangering
indie first.
himself and worrying them all,
I think I did that once
including his pregnant
before.
mother. His favorite line, asking
And I
how
think
he
no one
could
turned up
be
to the
so
stream at first.
inconsiderate.
If you put the indie first,
He
no one will
wondered
come up.
whether Uncle
will turn
Ben
up.
would understand his
Though
bravery
they
and
might turn up
initiative
later on when
better.
it's playing Smash.
With his heroic
If you play the
act
popular game first,
unrecognized,
followed by an indie,
the young boy
everyone will
waited,
leave.
frustrated,
So, yeah.
expecting more punishment. What Kevin had not expected was his parents' reaction. Heartened by his courage, his father was going to teach him the ways of battle.
The ways
And his
of
mother
battle.
was far from the frail and always worried housewife she had seemed. A Bergson through and through, she gave him her blessing and asked only that he temper his courage with caution.
No, I have not seen or played those games, unfortunately.
Perhaps Uncle Ben was the happiest of them all. Not only had his nephew held his own in combat, but had done so with the weapons he had made for him. Kevin only wished his older brother Mark was there to witness his rise to the family calling.
Alright, can you skip this? I think you can, yeah. I remembered. Hold B. Alright, is there any other storyline stuff that they want to... Alright.
Lucy could spend hours with paper and pencil,
Let's be the
giving
next
life
character.
to objects she witnessed in the clouds, drowning herself in her own world.
Oh,
a
okay, it
place
starts fresh
empty
every
of
time.
life's trials
Yeah, these are
and
random
tribulations.
dungeons.
Away
So
from
sort of-
Grandma Margaret, was always insisting
They always
that she
slightly different from
continue
each
to
other
practice
when you
her
die.
Other specialty.
The same thing as Sparklight, and that was the other indie game that barely got any views a few days back. So it seems to be a bit of a pattern. When it's an indie game, no one's interested, even in the group. So I don't know what's going on. I'll work it out. But let's use this new character, because hopefully he'll be a little better. There's a few more characters there. Hello, Stephen. How are you? Yeah, Stardew Valley was awesome. I mean, that could be a game that we could stream. You know, that's probably one of the games that we'll stream. Oh, this is going to be interesting. He doesn't have any abilities open. Yes, can also do. Well, he's not dead, but geez, I don't know. He's okay, but god damn, he doesn't really deal a lot of damage, and a lot of things are unlocked, which means you have to suffer inside in this little cave for a while. Oh! Whoa, whoa, we got a skill point, everyone. I'm happy with that. Alright, and fan of knives. Release a flurry of knives in all directions. Okay. Alright, seems good. Nope, that's a dead end. We need a gemstone. What's this gonna do?
A not so innocent game of chance and memory.
And what's the chance of memory about? Oh. Yeah, well, that was great. Just might my brains. Oh, let's try the next one. Oh, no, I'm gonna be dead out of this one. Maybe. That's the next one. Oh, I saved that one. Oh my god, we did something. Lucky charm. Right. I'm nearly dead. So it might not be that helpful. I don't know. It's cheap on the eShop generally. There you go. Yeah, it can be a little cheaper in certain games. This little guy's actually survived pretty well. going on? He's got no special abilities. Oh, nearly dead. Alright, we've milked out this area. And we should go here. Oh, I'm still alive. This is pretty good. Yes. Skill unlocked. Kind of worked. We're picking up a lot of coins too, so that's been very helpful. Oh, kind of worked out. Ooh, we're going up in health. No, that didn't work. Oh, whoa, that hurt me damn hard. Okay, don't go near that. Okay, that didn't do much, didn't it? Hello, cool looking game. Hello, Jordan. How are you? It's not, it's roguelike. It's a role-play game. It's a hack and slash role-play game. Oh, wow. Rough. Just won a Smash tournament. Ah, well done. That wasn't too bad. Wasn't getting much players. Oh, okay. Oh, that's a shame. Yeah, it happens with a lot of meetups.
Strands of white fibers coated the ground and walls, evidence of the silk caverns living up to their name.
So I'm back to the second spot. Actually, the knife thing is not particularly great. Because it doesn't really aim very well. See, now the spiders are going to kill me. And I can't even run. Alright, health is back up. Ever so slightly. That's another one. And I'm dead. Finally. Died. So how many died? Nah, that's got to be more coins than 51. 330. That's a good score. So I was there for nearly 10 minutes in that cavern. Alright. Points healed, yep. Finding ways to heal up.
Margaret knew full well that signs and symbols were seldom obvious and never direct. She was certain that the cause of the corruption would be difficult to discover.
Good to see a few people here. It's been very quiet tonight so far. So I'm definitely not on for the 4 hours tonight because it's an indie game and the crowd's very small tonight. So I'll be on for a max of, not a max, but a minimum of 2 hours. You know, it gives a good enough time for people to understand the game and gives me a little bit of time off, I suppose. That's not bad. Alright. So Kelvin, I think, is probably the best player so far. Because he's already got 2 skill points. So, it's a good sign. Alright. Oh yeah, but the knife... Oh, this knife powers. It doesn't hit anyone once you throw the random knives at people when you press X. So, that's annoying. Oh no. That's another skill point. It's nearly up to level 4, which is actually quite good. Okay, well, that's not going to help. Let's see what's going on with this. on, baddies. Nothing down here. Oh, you can do this move, which is not too bad. I rarely use it because you've got to eventually kill these guys. So it's not great. Oh, no gemstone. Oh, that was gold coins. Oh, that worked. Oh, survive. Oh, had to run hard for that. It was a bit tricky, wasn't it? Oh, don't do that to me, spider. Is that anything? Nothing. Oh, there you go. Alright. Next level? Or the next, you know, level down, I guess, in the cave? So we've only gotten one like tonight, which is a bit disappointing, but we'll see what will happen. And I'll show up my friend code in case we do any multiplayer games. And I'm dead already. That totem pole did nothing. It lasted 5 minutes. So, wasn't too bad. Oh, yep.
Why would the mountain god corrupt the world? What kind of evil was it that brought it forth? For Margaret, these questions were as important as where and how.
Oh, I need more. Need more coins. Oh. No, you don't want that. Oh, there you go. Off we go. Come on, video game. Let's go. Oh, don't start. There we go. Trying to survive a little bit here. And the thing is, I've already lost nearly half my life. Really. Hush. Alright.
One of them would cleanse, the other would guard.
Okay, this is different. Okay, so what did that do? Oh! Right. It's not going to be found down there. Pick that up. Health is doing okay. No, who else is not? Oh, that did the job. You gotta wait 40 seconds for it to. Ah, fucking hell! How do they? The weird thing is that the more health you get, I feel like the harder the enemies go at you, for some reason, and that's a real turn off. bomb. But I lost too much health out of that waiting for that item. Oh, shit. Alright, I've got a bit of monies out of that. Died again. Died. It's interesting how it loads. It's a little bit slow, this whole sort of slowly counted up. Oh.
On calm days, such as these, Mary enjoyed venturing into the nearby grove. The woodland creatures came out to lend her company. The smallest ate from her basket, while she took in the serenity of it all.
Oh, hang on. No. Ah. Movement speed. Really? You have to pay that much for that sort of really not happy about paying for that in a video game. Maximum health. Yeah, that one might be helpful. With the base attack. Which might be helpful. Going to level 2. Oh, family trait. After spending enough skill points, each family member likes their own unique set of family traits. Okay. Sharp kid. Okay. Ultimate Frenzy. Okay. But at the moment we've increased the frenzy stuff, which is good. It's kind of what we wanted. Kicking butt here at the moment. We're just starting to get a bit of an idea about how to deal with his character. That was very quick. Full health? Oh! Look at that bat. Man, trying to kick my butt out. What special item do I get? Okay, that's... I guess it's okay. It's not fantastic, but we'll take it. We're up to 4 viewers for tonight, which is nice to see. So, Children of Morta, I think it's not a bad game after playing it for an hour and a half. We're not too sure how long we'll stay on for tonight. We've gone up to 5 viewers, but we've been on for an hour and a half. I can't see myself being on for 4 hours. Due to the nature of the game and how tonight's been panning out so far. But we'll see what happens, you never know. Oh, start to get some really hard sort of enemies around here. Combo, wasn't it? Tried hard to sort of do the frenzy and do the combo thing. It's pretty cool. There we go. Hello, Tim. How are you tonight? How's life? We're just here playing the children of
What strange
Morta.
thing could have dragged Grandmother this far? The will of Rhea will flow in those still obelisks to aid the Guardians. This was the only thing Margaret silently whispered.
We're actually gotten to the end of something. What am I supposed to do? That worked. those power-ups now that we were sort of missing earlier with this Kevin character. Oh, look at the bloody welcoming committee here. How? Alright. Oh, wow. Bit of coin. Hello, Dale. How's everyone? Chat among yourselves. I'm just running out of health at the moment, but I think I've done a good trek in here. So I don't know what the grandma's on about. I was supposed to go through that door or not. Oh, come on.
Not all in the caves were refugees. Some were just traveling merchants stuck in a bind.
$60. Oh, fucking lost it. I should have used the big power up, the shield sort of thing, but it just wasn't going to happen. So now I have to go back from the beginning? There has to be some sort of way of going back. You know, that's it's the same thing with Sparklight. I've happened to basically play the exact same type of game, except it's sort of, this one's a lot more RPG. It's a lot more complex. So who knows what's going to happen.
The mysteries of the world are like open books to the wise, and words from the wise shall benefit man and beast.
I just spent my money on something probably not important. Who knows? $800, $300.
Nothing could quite match the calm that Linda felt when playing her violin. Its sublime sound, the perfect counter to the nerve-wracking uncertainty and chaos.
we go again. What time is it? Oh, yeah, getting towards a couple of hours. Look how many enemies there are at the beginning. Oh, got a skill point. Will I be able to do much with it? Costs 2. Okay. Alright. Excellent. Where the hell's the rage meter? Oh, okay, I see it. Slowly building up. Not enough, right? I feel like I'm raging at the moment. Nope. Nothing down there. I'm enjoying the game through. Yeah, it's been quiet the whole stream, pretty much.
Steps were taken
I'm kind of
without
enjoying
regret,
it,
for it was never possible to change a destiny unknown.
That was a bit of a quiet room. I mean, I don't mind the game, but it is getting a bit repetitive. In terms of the whole hacky-slashy thing. I don't mind some of the games, but I feel like progress in this game is going to be a little bit slow, unless I really learn how to master the whole fighting, battling thing. Oh, we found it. See if I can get the rage meter up, but the problem is you might be dead before you get the rage meter builds up. No, that's not going to work. Oh. Not enough red. We're about over halfway. Test out this move. Better be good. Alright, that's different. Health is full, so that's a good sign. What's the other cool item? Oh, jeez, it's been warm tonight, but it's not too bad. Health back up. Requires a gemstone. Well, what? Show me where the gemstones are, folks. That's the annoying part too. Got the rage thing happening. I think we might need it for this next section. I'm just going to try to use it. Am I even in rage mode? I'm probably not. Ow, who the hell is this guy? I'm nearly dead. I don't think the rage thing did a lot, because you probably have to upgrade it, because trying to... It didn't really activate for long. One point left. Oh, no, back up to 36. hell's gone back up? Oh, come on. Well, that could have been worse for me, but...
Not all in the caves were refugees. Some were just traveling merchants stuck in a bind. The strange-looking shopkeep dusted off his clothes, tipped his hat. He invited them to stop by his shop later, promising something
Offering
for
goods for a
all
price.
adventuring needs.
That's interesting. That's an actual unlock that's actually useful. Alright. These. Thank you, sir. But I'm still nearly dead. Oh, hang on. Oh, crap. Ooh, that was a little bit nasty, and I'm nearly dead too in the game. Oh, where is everyone? Confused. Oh, okay. That's not bad. I'll take that. What do you think? I'll take that little weapon, little item. I'm not too sure where I'm supposed to go next. Alright, that wasn't exciting. Thought I would have had a few more options. Now, the codex... Okay. Forget it. I've had enough. Should be a lot more gold than that. More than 75. Alright. I think that is it for me for tonight. I've had enough of the game. It's not a bad game, and I'll keep playing it to review it. But the stream numbers have been pretty small, and it just seemed like there was a lack of interest in general, which was a bit of a shame. But we'll keep doing indie games, but definitely not once a week, maybe once a month at this rate, and we'll see how that goes. So, thank you to Dale and to Stephen and Jordan who did turn up for a little bit, but apart from that, no one else really turned up. So that's all right. I'll see you next time.